Hey guys, this is my terminal guide for 1.0 release, and I hope you guys enjoyed. For starters, you need to obviously finish one of the terminal quest lines. There are four. There's the Debtor ending, the Fallen ending, the Survivor ending, and the Savior ending. All having their prerequisites. There's a huge, what's it called, flow chart for you. I'll pop up and I'll put it in the description. I'll chuck a link to the wiki as well. Now, let's get started. For starters in gear, you're going to be running you need to run at least minimum class 6 blades because all the Black Division members that spawn on the map have really high penny ammo and will destroy you. You also need to bring night vision as well if you want. Now, gun-wise, you could run an M4 like some people did, loud M4 because guns tend to jam on this map. You could run an MDR or an SA58 with good penny bullets. I chose personally an RPDN, which I didn't see many people using, but I didn't like the fact that my guns are going to break very quickly, so I didn't want them to jam. So yeah. Other things you need to bring a tool set, which you actually technically don't need to. There is a dedicated spawn on the map, but I do anyway just to save myself some time. Stims. You need to bring stims. There is many stims that you can bring. I brought these stims on screen because they just help me out, and I always pop the mule every single raid. I then also brought an extra sight, and the reason I did this was specifically for to be able to put it on a Black Division M4, so I could use an M4 for scavs. There are thousands of scavs on the map that you need to deal with, and I mean literally thousands of scavs that you need to deal with. So I would highly recommend you bring either a second gun or you do what I did, which is use a Black Division M4 and you just put your own sights on it. Starting off, after you've done all the cutscenes and stuff, what you're going to do is you're going to grab this gun on the floor on your right, and you're going to start running into the map. There is a set of scav spawn that spawn up ahead. Usually Rauth members deal with the scav spawns on the right, so yeah, don't have to worry about that. There are Rauth members on the map, or Ruaf members. They are in all green and usually run 6B armors. Now what you're going to do is you're going to run up to this truck here, and you're going to just shoot the next scav spawn that spawns up ahead, just in the face the entire time through this window. They can't shoot you, you're pretty much entirely safe if you just tap all the scavs that push you. After you've killed all the scavs, you're just going to run straight down the road, and you're going to end up at a fence and a doorway. After getting to the fence and doorway, you're going to cut a right to the armory building on your left here. Once at this armory building, you're going to go past it and you're going to go to this doorway on the right here, and you're going to loot a scav body. That scav body has a key that you need to pick up so you can actually get your gear back. You're going to go into the armory building, you're going to open this door. Your gear will be on the left side of the room, inside of one of the lockers. You're entirely safe here. This is a safe zone, so you don't have to worry about dealing with scavs or Black Division members just yet. If you're doing the Savior ending, just make sure you pick up the container that is on the table in the armory. Now here comes the fun part. Your first set of Black Division members that you're going to fight in this entire raid happen to be the biggest swarm of Black Division members that you will encounter throughout this entire raid. There is 8 Black Division members, plus minus, in this section here at the back. Usually what I do is I just jiggle pick the corner to get their aggro, and then I fight them from inside the armory. Something to keep in mind is that Black Division members are very hard stuck aggro, so once they've aggroed you, they don't de-aggro, and then on top of that, you should always be taking Black Division members for right-hand peaks. If you don't, they will punish you for that, so just keep that in mind. After dealing with the Black Division member at the armory building, you're going to run across the street to the MS building. This is to pick up the key card to get into, I believe, the first section of the map, or the second section rather, as you need it to keep going forward. Across the road and at the MS building, you will be greeted with 3 more Black Division members inside of the MS building themselves. Now, there's probably a better way to peek Black Division member squad here, but I usually just peek them from this right-hand peek on the doorway. It is a bit aggressive, so just keep that in mind. There's probably better ways to kill all the Black Division members. After killing the Black Division members in here, you're going to loot the weapon crate on the right side of the room. There is a grenade launcher in there, so if you want to have fun with a grenade launcher, go for it, but you need the keycard that's actually inside. After you're done looting the Black Division members for any bullets or ammo that you may need in the future, if they've got good ammo that is for your caliber, you're going to run back to the armory building. You're just going to run straight across the road again. It's simple. You're going to run back to the armory building so that you can do correct pathing later on in the raid. Because you have to kind of go back to go forward, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, you kind of have to do that. Something to keep in mind would be just that there's a lot of scavs around on the map. You're basically fighting scavs constantly. So after you fight Black Division members, usually you're swarmed before and after by like 5 to 10 scavs. Just to keep that in mind. So kind of be cautious with how much ammo you use. That's why I picked up a second gun from a Black Division member and just put my own sight on it just to use. So then I would have to shoot scavs with it and not waste my own ammo on scavs instead of I can keep it on my, Black Division members. After you've gotten the Black Division keycard from the MS building, what you're going to do is you're going to go down the road to your right after you exit the armory. I went and did other things in this raid, so I didn't go there immediately, but stuff has changed now, so you only just need to go straight to the right. After reaching the end of the road, you might have to deal with scavs, you might not have to, it just depends on how you unit raid. You're going to go down to the left after you go down the road. And down, all the way down to the left, on the right side of the road, there's going to be where you need to use the keycard to get into the next section. Just be careful, there is 2 Black Division members, 2 to 3 that usually spawn around it. It's usually always 2, and they always spawn around the corner, so you just need to be careful. What I would do is I would just bait, and then I would deal with them. But they can be very finicky and janky because their AI is kind of trapped around the corner, so I don't know, there's probably a better way to do this set of Black Division members, but I usually just take them from this truck here. I got very lucky in this raid. I only actually had to deal with 1 Black Division member here, but yeah, usually it's around about 2. After dealing with that set of Black Division members, you're going to enter this building on the right here, and you're going to use the keycard to get into the next section of the map. Something to note while you're in this area is that it is a safe zone to some extent. No scavs can come from behind you when you use the keycard, however, they can from in front of you because it's an open door. As you know, if you have an AI, they can't exactly walk into a locked room because it'd be kind of stupid if they could, so just keep that in mind. Once dealt with repacking your mags for 10 years and, eating and drinking, what you're going to do is you're going to go out of the doors, and you're going to deal with any scavs, and you're going to run all the way down the road until you get to the next right, and that's what you're going to do. There's usually about 10 scavs on the way, so you might want to deal with them, but it's usually not very difficult. There's no Black Division members here, just roof guards on the left side of the road, so don't worry about them. They'll kill scavs for you, and you're actually in a really good position right now. This is about halfway into the raid. Now, once you go into the next ride, you're going to go to one of the doors that open into this caged area. After going to this caged area, you're going to end up fighting the next set of Black Division members. The next set of Black Division members is anywhere from 2 to 4. I usually only have to fight 2 in this first section. What you're going to do is you're going to walk all the way up to these set of boxes just here, because this is where their aggro range is. As soon as you get to the part just past these boxes, the first 2 Black Division members basically always aggro range you, and you can get them for free. Now, the next set of Black Division members always spawn to the left in that big open doorway, and I only actually realized this until like on my, I think, 11th or 12th run, and it actually nearly killed me on this run because I didn't expect them to just push out, because I actually didn't know they were there, because they usually only spawn where I was currently. So, but they moved to the Black Division all the way to that side. So you can actually take them better here, but just keep in mind there are 2 more usually, so yeah. After dealing with all the Black Division members, you're going to grab a bomb that spawns at one of these different spawns. I've done a courtesy of grabbing all the spawns from the Tarkov Wiki Discord and just compiling them here to show where all the bomb spawns are. There's about 6 spawns, they're very easy to find. And yeah, you're just going to grab the bomb because you need to go and use the bomb on the door that we walked past, and that will give you access to the third section of them. Once you've got the bomb, you're going to run all the way back to this gate that is on your right on the outside of the caged area where you killed the Black Division from, and you're just going to use the bomb on the door. Now, keep in mind that if you have elite endurance or elite strength, you can actually just bypass this entirely, and you can just open the door. But you have to have elite strength. You can't use stims to stack strength skill. I've tried that. You also can open it with a scav on the other side, if a scav decides to just help you randomly, or if you have a teammate. But just keep in mind that not everyone can extract from this map if you are playing as 2. You can also buy the bomb off the flea market if you're really lucky and you manage to just snipe one off the flea market, but yeah. After you've gone through the doorway, there is a toolset that spawns every raid there, but I usually just bring one because it's just a lot easier. You're going to take a right, and you're going to check if the fuse box on the right that you need to repair for the 4th section of the map is broken. There is 2 fuse boxes that you need to check according to the wiki. It used to be that you had to check all of them, but you don't anymore. You only have to check 2. It's this one and the one at the very entrance where you actually turn the power on. Now, there's probably a better route and a better way you can actually take this set of Black Division members, as the people that I've interacted with who have also done Terminal have done different routes, and they've had better success rates with this set of Black Division members because they are on the corner here. But I just usually just run up on the right here, and I jump over the fence and then run all the way down, and then I fight them from these giant water wells. But, I mean, there's probably a better way to do it, just keep that in mind. After hopping over the fence, I usually just run on the right side of the water wells, just because the Black Division do end up trying to push me, because if they do, then I have right-hand advantage at least. Although it's a shit right-hand because it's on a circle, and that's just not good, but yeah. After getting to the 3rd water well, you're going to eventually get to the staircase, and you're going to run over to this blue building. Now, the last fuse box is on the left here, as you enter the building. So, and then you're going to turn the power on. Once you turn the power on, you're going to just run across all the way down the watered area that is no longer watered, and you're going to open up a safe that spawns in the corner in the back room, and that will have the pier key which you need for the final section of the map. Once outside of the pier room, you're going to run all the way down the road, and you're going to keep on the right side of the road so you can get to where you actually keep the pier key. However, there is a Black Division set of Black Division in the middle area of the road. So just keep in mind, usually around about 2 spawn, that's the Black Division that I was supposed to deal with earlier. However, usually they fight me in the watered area earlier on, but I've heard people take them from here, and I've heard them people taking them from the truck in front here. Again, or earlier, there is probably many different ways to take this set of Black Division members, and I probably have the least efficient way of doing it, but, you know, maybe you'll find a different way. Once on the road, you're just going to keep to the right side. You're going to have the sea/shoreline always to your right, and you're just going to keep right until you get to a door that you need to breach. Usually there's no Black Division members in sight, so you're just very clean here. You just breach this door, and then you keep right the entire time until you get to the next set of Black Division members. Keeping to the right side of the map, be sure to my right, the next set of Black Division members is just up ahead. There is also a scav boss that spawns in this section up ahead, but you actually don't even need to fight them if you're quick enough. What you can do is you can just run all the way down the railway track after killing with the Black Division members here, and you can just ignore them entirely. You don't actually have to fight them. You might have to kill 2 or 3 guards, depending on whether or not it's Kluhar or not. If it's Kluhar, you're probably going to have to fight the 2 assault guards like Kluhar spawns. Or if it's Sturman, maybe a guard aggroes to you, whatever the case. If it's Killer or Tequila, they could also aggro to you. If it's, you know, Sanatar guards, they could also aggro to you, but, you know, it just depends. Now, there is a set of Black Division member that you have to fight here, but they're usually very easy because you have a lot of right-hand peaks. Just play right-hand peaks on Black Division members and you'll re-kill them every single time. After dealing with the Black Division members, I just hug the right side of the railway track and I just beeline it all the way down. I don't stop for a single second. I've popped SG6s, I've popped meals the entire raid. You run all the way straight down and you try and ignore everything. You don't want to have to fight anything at this point because you're in the open in a bad position. After running down the entire road, which is very, very long, you're just going to keep to your right, and you're going to have the ocean to your right, and you're just going to continue following on this right-hand rule. After this, you are going to be met with the largest Black Division member. It can be anywhere from around about 6 to 8. It's about the same as the armory, actually. And they always spawn in this middle section here. I would just be very careful. This is a very bad place to play against this Black Division member. It's very hard to deal with it because everything is not solid cover, meaning they can technically shoot you through everything except this concrete pallet here. And you're just going to play right and peaks the entire time, and you're going to pray that you get good RNG and they all just key into you. And a side note, again, there's probably a better way to do this. After killing all the Black Division members there, you're just going to continue to the right, and you're going to hug the ocean wall, and you're just going to run all the way down again, keeping to your right the entire time. After keeping to the right, you're going to be met with this set of sandbags here, and you're going to go into the sandbag area. This is where you're going to use the pier key. This is the final fight that you're going to have before actually extracting the map and actually beating Terminal. After opening the door, you have exactly 3 minutes to try and extract before the boat leaves. If the boat leaves, you actually can't extract anything. There is anywhere from 2 to 3 Black Division members at the pier where you need to extract, so I would keep that in mind. Usually the Ralph members that spawn there will help you out and maybe kill some of them if you've got good RNG. After that, you're going to just keep to the right the entire time, and you will have actually finished Terminal. You'll have actually extract. The extract is all the way on the right at the very end, and it's about 40 seconds. Well, it's however long is left on the timer, however long it takes you to kill all the Black Division members. Now, it's not actually that difficult, but I would keep into consideration throughout the entire time when you're playing the map that you are always going to be deprived of ammo. And I would keep in mind that the reason I used the RPDN in this run was for the sole reason that I wouldn't have to have my gun jam. I had a buddy who used NL545s, and he didn't have any jams, but he did run out of ammo very quickly. And then on top of that, when I used the NL545, even though it's a very good gun, I did have a jam at 80 durability, understandably. So I swapped back to RPDN, and RPDN just seems to me to be the very consistent gun, as it just doesn't jam, and you know, it packs the punch. So, but yeah, I would just keep into consideration guns that you use and ammo that you burn through. That's why I used an M4 from a Black Division member, and I just strapped my sight on it because they all seem to be running M4s. So yeah. Here are the rewards for doing the fallen ending. I did the fallen ending because I was originally going for the debtor ending, but I actually messed up because it was so early on when I did this that I just messed up, and I ended up having to, you know, pay $1 million to Crapboard to do the fallen ending. But I'm actually glad I did this ending because it's pretty cool. Now, this was the last thing I ended up prestiging after this, but yeah. GG's, guys. Here are my stats for the ending and the overall thingy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave a thumbs up. Thank you.